Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have Bonnie Blue. Welcome in. Come sit in the middle, please. For today's co-host, welcome Mike. Mike, come take your seat to the left. Please pull the mic close to you and then introduce yourself in case anybody doesn't know you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bonnie Blue.
Yeah, but you just said your name, which I already said. I'm saying introduce yourself, please, in case anybody doesn't know you.
Okay, no problem. I'm the girl that slept with 1,057 men in just 12 hours, and I take anyone from to barely breathe in.
Okay, so essentially what she's trying to say, she's a disgusting but maybe tell them a little bit about yourself and not just your career.
Yeah, so alongside being a disgusting whore,
Right.
I love sleeping with strangers. I love sharing my location online and letting anyone enter my holes. And I love it, and I have really good fun making the content.
Yeah, that's disgusting, but that's exactly what you just said. You know, that's kind of your career. I'm saying maybe tell them a little bit about yourself.
Myself, well, I mean, me having sex with strangers is something I do all the time, and it is my life. But aside from that, I have 3 pets. I love traveling. And
So your entire life is just degeneracy. You don't have any hobbies. It's
I
just
have
all
hobbies.
going around being a disgusting imbecile.
Yeah, aside from that, I enjoy shopping, free diving, anything outdoorsy.
So you enjoy having pets and shopping besides when you're doing, you know what? Very interesting. How did you get such interesting hobbies?
Well, pets, you buy pets. I adore my pets.
I know,
Free
but most
diving.
people don't like pets or shopping. You know, what made you interested in something like that? Such a niche thing.
I mean, it's not really niche. It's very common.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Okay, aside from that, I did mention free diving, but you just skipped over that.
I don't know if you know what that means. Say again?
Snorkeling, being in the water, free diving.
You like shopping, swimming, and owning pets?
Yeah, that basically sums me up.
Extremely interesting. What initially made you such a horrible, shameless, depraved, and wicked individual?
I wanted to do this originally just for money and to get freedom. And then I
Okay.
realized I actually enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun from filming content and meeting new people.
If you could try to keep it to, obviously give real answers. Try to keep it to a low with all the weird, disgusting innuendos. So you originally did this for money. How much money are you making?
A lot of money.
How much?
A lot.
Do you not disclose a specific amount?
No.
Do you disclose a general amount?
Enough money to live a beautiful life.
Yeah, but a beautiful life could be different for somebody who has such a niche interest, such as shopping.
Of course. I might shop at Asda. I might shop at Selfridges. Who knows?
I don't know what either of those are, but do you make, for example, more than $100,000 a month?
Yeah, I'm not going to say what I earn, but yes, I earn a comfortable living.
More than 100,000?
Yes.
More than $1 million?
I'm not commenting.
But you just commented, you said more than 100,000.
Yeah, I answered that one question, and now I'm no longer commenting
And why is that?
because it's my decision. I respect consent.
I know
and
that
what
it's your
people's
decision. I'm
boundaries
asking,
are.
why is that your decision? What's influencing that?
Nothing. I just don't always need to disclose how much I'm earning.
I understand that. I'm asking why that's an issue to you. It's not like you're a very private person or have many issues disclosing really anything of yourself.
No, but there's some parts, for example, how much I'm earning, I don't always disclose.
Okay, we'll move on. Just please don't touch any of us. As you see, we're a little bit careful here because we don't want to get rabies.
No, of course, and that's reflected in the toilets you've blocked up.
Yeah, well, that was a trick, actually. I was just hoping you wouldn't use the bathroom at this place because now I'm not using it anymore, but I guess that didn't work, unfortunately. What do you think will be the average lifespan of your children? 12, 13 years old?
No, a lot older. I think they're going to live a very happy, long life if I have children. They'll be able to get good health care, and what more can you ask for?
But healthcare won't solve a broken neck from hanging yourself or a shotgun to the face.
For sure, but that's not to say my children aren't going to be happy or they're not going to support my career.
You think your children will support your career?
100%.
And what leads you to believe that?
I think sex work is becoming more and more normal nowadays, and I'll educate them.
Well, luckily with people like you're giving it such a bad look that we might start going backwards again, which is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, well, that's your decision. But for me, I'll educate my children on what I do, the reasons why I do it, and that it is enjoyable. So I think they will support it.
And yeah, right. So what do you think happens when they go to school? And, usually around that age anyways, kids are a little bit rebellious. So not only are they going to be rebellious, everybody else who they don't want to rebel against, who they think is cool, is going to be explaining to them that their mother is a
Yeah, but you go to school nowadays and you get picked on for certain hair colors, how much money your family has.
Yeah, but obviously you understand the difference between getting bullied for your mother being you and getting bullied for like a different hair color or something pretty meaningless. It's not like a 1-to-1 scale. It's not even 2-to-1 or 5-to-1.
For
With
sure.
you, it would be like 400,000 to 1.
But they also might get a lot of credit that their mum's Bonnie Blue. Because
Who do you think would give them credit for that? Like
I get nothing but praise from young people and old people when I'm out. So
what do you expect people to come up to you and confront you and like punch you?
for sure, possibly, or giving me hate. But in person, I receive nothing but people screaming, coming up for photos, giving me praise. So
And when you think these people come up for photos, what do you think they're doing? I mean, they're probably sending these photos to their friends and being like, look who I met. You think these people are genuine fans of you? They like you as a person?
not always. Sometimes they will take a photo and then they'll go behind my back and talk nasty. But that's
But you think
okay.
that's like an oddity. You know that, well, maybe you don't know this. The only people who would genuinely take a photo with you and be a fan of you would be legitimately insane people, right? Like actual,
No.
either schizophrenic or people with such insane parasocial relationships that they've become schizophrenic.
For sure, that's your opinion. But I have spent hours and hours stood taking photos, signing T-shirts and meeting these people, and they're not what you think.
Yeah, but you have no idea what they would say behind your back. So actually,
know, but
you're as
neither do
clueless
you.
as I am.
I'm not as clueless as you because I'm the one that has spent hundreds of hours meeting these people when you've not spent 1 hour meeting one of my fans. So I don't know what they say behind my back, but neither do you. But you're talking as if it's factual and it's not. It's just your opinion. And you can think I'm disgusting, I'm a whore and everything else you think. And that's okay. Everyone's allowed
Let me
their
ask you a
opinion.
question. Do you think, I mean, you see a door over there, right? At the end of this hallway?
Yes.
Do you think behind that door is $400 million worth of gold and diamonds?
No.
Okay, so we can take an educated guess that there's not $400 million worth of gold and diamonds.
Yeah.
And that the only people who would be fans of you as a person would be insane schizophrenics.
For sure, but I've also seen that door open and I know there's nothing in there but shit on the floor.
Okay, what about to the left? You didn't see to the left of it. You saw that door open, you saw the computer. What about to the left?
No, I didn't see that door.
Okay, so what about the gold and diamonds that could be there?
For sure, they could be, but I don't
Right.
think there is. But I'm also not talking shit about what's behind that door. But you're
Yeah,
happy
but we
to
can
sit and
take a
talk shit
guess,
about
is
me.
what I'm saying. These things aren't equal value. Like, my opinion of there being the president of the United States over there is
Okay.
not as reasonable as you saying that
For
there's
sure,
a
but I
carpet.
have loads of evidence of people spending hours and hours queuing, screaming my name, being nothing but polite and respectful to me.
What are they queuing for?
Do you have to get a photo to come and say hi? Do you have any video evidence of all these diamonds and money behind the door? No, but
I never claimed there was any money or diamonds. That's
I
what
have
you
got
said.
loads of evidence of people being nothing but nice to me. But people
Well, as I
like to
said, I don't know
ignore
why
that.
you'd expect them to be rude to you in person. Most people are not confrontational.
For sure, they're not. But in person, a lot of these people do really like me.
Do you truly believe that? Does that help you sleep at night?
Yeah, I mean, I sleep very comfortably, but they're spending 12 hours sometimes queuing up just to say hi and meet me.
Okay. You look like you're 40 or 50, but you're actually 26. Wow.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I see that comment a lot.
I'm making my own personal observation.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people have said it because it's a little obvious. Did you know that?
I've just said yes.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
So how old do you think you look? 55, 60?
No, 26.
You think you look 26?
Yes.
You think that if a person wasn't familiar with you and they looked at you, they would think that you look 26 years old?
I'm in good shape. I've got good hair, good skin.
There are 50-year-olds who are also skinny. That doesn't mean that they don't look 50.
No, but I have got very perky boobs. I am in shape. Like I said, I've got good skin, good hair. For me, I think I look 26. But if people want to hate on me and judge my appearance, then that's okay. That's up to them.
And you think other people agree with this sentiment that you look older than 26?
Yeah, a lot of people do
But you
say
know that part of what would matter in the social setting, at least in the standard of not biological stuff, is what people think. And if people think you look older than you are, then you do look older than that, at least apart from biological stuff. So actually, you would be objectively incorrect here.
I mean, I wouldn't be incorrect, but if people want to have an opinion, also
It's not an opinion.
It is an opinion. Everyone loves to hate.
No, it's not an opinion. They're not saying that you're 40. It's a belief. They think you look older. There's a important distinction there. And if the average belief here is that you look like you're 50, then you look like you're 50.
Yeah, that's the hate comments. But
That's not a hate comment. That you look like you're 50.
okay, well, all the people that meet me in person or the other comments that I completely ignored saying I don't look old and that I've got great skin, they're just dismissed because we just like to highlight the hate.
Right. And again, do you expect people to come up to you in person in this middle of the street while you're probably with multiple security guards and go, hey, you're a stupid bitch and you look 50?
They can if they want to.
But you
I mean,
understand
I'm
why
happy
they
to
would
call
not
them-
want to do that, right?
I'm happy to call them lazy and
That has
everything
nothing
else.
to do with what I said. I'm
It
not
is.
saying you
If I'm happy to be confrontational to them, then they can do it to me as well.
that just because you're more willing to be confrontational doesn't say anything about them.
No, but if they want to stand up for what they believe and what they cry about online, then come and say it to me. But if not, just shut up.
I'm not claiming that these are brave people. I'm claiming that they think you look 50. They just wouldn't say it to your face.
No, and that's okay. I'm not bothered. I'm not offended by it. I think you're more offended that I'm not offended, that people think I look
I'm
old.
not offended at all. I don't care. I almost feel bad for you. I mean, I don't like you as a person, but I don't wish that you look 50.
That's okay.
I feel sorry for you.
That's okay.
How does it feel to be a disgusting, useless rodent?
It feels great. I have multiple a day. I live a very beautiful life. So does my family. So yeah, honestly, it feels amazing. I've never been wetter and I love my life.
And I saw you claim that your father was supportive of your career. Is he also clinically insane, or does he deserve a fucking knuckle sandwich or something? I mean, what's the deal with that?
No, he is supportive. Obviously, he does not watch my adult content at all.
I'm not asking if he I'm not claiming that. That would be extremely weird. I'm asking if he's like a horrible guy, essentially.
No, he's really sweet. He's really nice, my dad.
And so what was his opinion, I guess, when you started this?
He was obviously concerned about my safety, my happiness, and just making sure it was the right thing for me. And then once I was able to show, hey, look, I am fine. I'm choosing to do this. I'm not being forced to do this. I think when parents find out their daughters are sex workers, my family assumed maybe I was having money issues, or maybe someone else was trying to tell me to do this, because I never had an open conversation with them about sex work prior to that. Once I explained it, and my parents aren't old, but they're not in the generation we're
They're
in.
like 80?
No, they're in their 50s. For us, only
You're in your
fans
50s,
and
so
fans.
did they have you at 1 year old?
No, that's incorrect.
So how does that work?
As I've said, your opinions aren't factual.
Oh,
The
sorry,
facts
I
are
forgot
I'm
that you're actually
26.
26. Holy shit, you look like you're 50.
Yeah, crazy. That's a really
Go ahead.
cool
Sorry about
fact.
that. I just got confused. My eyes are deceiving me.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, I educated my family on adult
You
content.
educated them.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I understand. So before they were uneducated, and then you explained it to them.
For sure. For most, I think for anyone that's, say, 50 onwards, it's not really common. So obviously I explained and educated them on what the industry is actually like and what it's like for me. And then they came to terms with it.
Obviously, I'm significantly younger than you, but even I know some 70 and 80-year-olds, and they don't know how to use the internet a lot of the time. Do your parents, who are between 70 and 90 years old, know how to use the internet?
My parents are in their 50s. And
How is
yes,
that
they do.
possible if you're in your 50s?
It's really boring now because I'm clearly 26.
Oh my God, I forgot again. Holy shit, wow.
Gosh, boring.
It's boring? I'm just getting
Yeah,
confused.
it's boring.
Actually, I could understand how that's boring because it's like you're talking to kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
Matan Evin asks, I hope you get horribly sick. What is your response to this person?
But you hope I get horribly sick.
That was a commenter. He asked a question.
Oh, okay. I mean, I hope I stay fit and healthy, and I hope most people stay fit and healthy.
Even this
I wouldn't-
person who sent this question?
For sure. Some people are bitter, sour, and they don't have a good life themselves. For me, I would never send a death threat, or I never wish something bad
This
on
person
someone.
wasn't sending you a death threat. He
No,
was
but I mean, for example,
sending a death wish.
Yes, but I wouldn't do that because I am so happy and content with my life. I don't have time to
Right.
spend out of my day to go and do something so horrible to somebody else.
This person wasn't suggesting violence. And I agree, you don't seem defensive at all. You seem very confident, and that's why you're not really arguing and you're able to laugh it off.
There's nothing to argue. Honestly, I don't need to because
Right.
I
That's why you've been
understand-
arguing the whole time.
I understand everyone has different opinions. Not everyone enjoys what I do, and that's fine. I never want to force or try and change someone's opinion. All I can do is express how my experiences with the industry, my experiences with fans, and people can make their own judgment.
Well, to be honest, I've seen you do other interviews, and I thought you were a little more self-aware. The fact that you think you have genuine, normal fans who like you as a person is completely absurd. I mean, it's actually, I'm struggling to believe that you think that, but maybe because you're 50, you're a little out of touch with the internet.
Possibly, or maybe it's because I spend hours and hours a day speaking to these people, meeting these people, so off, having with them.
Okay, so that's why they'd be biased, right? You understand that?
Maybe that's why I know them as opposed to you that I've never met a single one of
Yeah,
them.
but you know them from a completely biased view, right?
I've met them
And
out
also,
on the
you
streets.
know
I've met
complete
them.
degenerates.
I have people come up to me when they were stood with their wife and their kids and they can still come over and speak to me. It's not absolute weirdos, but I understand why you think that and I respect your opinion. But obviously not everyone
You
has the
think
same
a
level of
person who has a
respect.
wife and kids who comes up and talks to you
I don't think
is
I
not
know.
a complete disgrace of a human?
No. Often their wives will come and speak to me as well and their children will sometimes come and say hi.
Okay, if they're letting their children speak to you, that's unbelievably a horrible idea. These people should lose custody of their children.
And that's just ridiculous.
You think
The
that...
amount of bad parents that are out there that can't feed their kids, take them to school, put them in clean clothing, and you think the ones that have taken them into nice hotels and nice places, they should have their kids taken off them. That's just ridiculous.
That's not meaningful. You could say the same about drug dealers and killers. It's a meaningless point. I mean, it's not meaningless to you because your values are purely financial, but obviously that's not the opinion of most people, which is why they're not...
Mine is not just for financial gain. I have.
You
sex
said
with
you
these-
started it for financial gain.
Yeah, to start with, and then I understood how much I enjoyed sex and how much I.
But that's
enjoyed pleasuring
meaningless because you
people.
didn't do it for that reason. Now you've just got another benefit and a bonus, but that's not how it started.
It's not how it started, but I also had never done before. I never done half the stuff I've done, but when I started doing it, I realized, you know what, I enjoy this. It's like eating a new item of food. You don't know you love it until you try it.
I think that's not a great example, but we'll move on. We've been going over this for a little bit. Are you funded by AIPAC?
No, I don't know what that is.
The American Israel Public Affairs Committee?
No,
You're not funded by them.
no.
I've heard some rumors.
Okay, well, I don't even know what it is. So
I just told
rumors-
you what it is. Or you pretending not to know? Is that your tactic here to get out of that question?
No, I generally don't have much knowledge about the world or what's going off, to be honest.
What would it be called here? The AIPAC, like BAPAC, like the British Israel Public Affairs Committee?
No idea, but seeing as you're so knowledgeable on the topic, maybe you'd know.
No, I'm asking. My knowledge only extends to knowing what it is. Not
Yeah, and my
what
answer is
their
I don't
dealings
know.
are with you.
Yeah, my answer is I don't know.
But I think you're lying here. You
That's
seem
fine.
very defensive about it.
I'm not defensive. I just don't know the answer.
But you seem irritated and defensive.
I'm not. You just don't really listen to anything I say, so it gets boring answering your questions.
Well, I'm hard of hearing a little bit because I've put a screen here to block me from you.
Okay, that's cool.
So if I'm not really hearing what you're saying, that would probably be why.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the sound would travel over and through the side, but okay, maybe sound doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. You're not a scientist. Remember that. You're a whore. If a cannibal were to cook and eat you, would they contract salmonella?
No.
Really? How would that work?
Well, it wouldn't work, which is why the answer is no.
How would it work in the way that they wouldn't contract salmonella? I mean, I guess maybe not every single one. Maybe some of their immune systems are already sort of figured that out.
Yeah, the
They've
answer
already had salmonella.
no. Well, the answer is no. I mean, you're a scientist, so explain to me how it would
I'm
possibly
not a
work.
scientist.
Well, okay, you're a lot more knowledgeable than me, apparently. So how would that work?
You probably have a lot of diseases.
Okay.
Now you look 60. You're aging like in an insane manner. It's like, holy shit. Do you know how to steal a catalytic converter?
A what?
Do you know how to steal a catalytic converter?
No.
Why don't you learn how to do that so you could change careers?
I don't want to change career.
But you could make a lot of money stealing a catalytic converter.
Yeah, but I really enjoy what I'm doing now. Like, my life...
Maybe you would enjoy that. You don't know yet. It's like a new
For
piece
sure.
of food.
I get that, but for me, the life I live now is perfect. I'm not looking to change it. I'm not missing anything. So I don't need to look elsewhere to change any aspects of my life.
Were you unhappy before you were doing this?
Not unhappy, but
Okay, so you weren't unhappy then, but you made a change. You're not unhappy now, maybe make a change.
I wasn't unhappy, but I knew things was missing in my life. I don't feel like anything is missing now.
You are objectively and factually missing a catalytic converter and the skills to steal one.
Okay, but I don't need those skills.
You don't know yet because do you know what a catalytic converter is?
No, but do I need them skills? No, all I need is...
I don't agree at all. I mean, I think that it would actually be pretty beneficial for you to know how to deal with that stuff.
Okay, and why would that improve my life?
Because then you'll know how to steal a catalytic converter.
Okay, and how would that
How would it
improve
improve
my
your life to know how to eat food, right? It's like a stupid question.
Really stupid.
So will you learn how to do that?
No, I just want to learn how to do...
Why does everything have to be so disgusting with you?
You've got a worker on your podcast, so of
But I'm
course
trying
it's
to
gonna be
interview about
sex.
catalytic converters right now.
I couldn't give a shit about them.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. Today's episode is sponsored by Factor Meals. Factor is now offering a wider variety of meals, including seafood options like shrimp and salmon at no extra cost. No extra cost? What are they, insane? That's the best deal ever. For the first time ever in the history of the world, try Asian-inspired options influenced by China, Thailand, and more. My name is Bert, and I have a hereditary heart disease, so I'm always in pain. Smile and say you're happy. Over 97% of customers say that Factor has helped them live a healthier life. I personally use Factor all the time, and it's made my life easier, and I feel a lot better. I love Factor, and if you haven't tried it, you're already a fool.
Now do the final shot. So you go from this one to that one.
Over 90%.
You already read that one.
You haven't said anything else.
You already read it. Why would you read it again?
What?
3, 2, 1, go.
Eat smart at factormeals.com/Matan50off and use your code Matan50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code Matan50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Ready for this next part quickly. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying all renewing subscription purchase.
Were you slammed on your head as a baby?
No,
Go into that in a little bit of detail, please.
I wasn't slammed on my head as a baby.
Were you like RKO'd or something, or like drop kicked, or?
Yeah, my
Need-
family thought, you know what, she's going to turn out to be a really big so I want to drop her on her head, kick her head in, and really mess her up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That seems pretty cool. And are they just extremely weak or something? Because you're clearly still here, and you've actually lived a long time. You know, you're like 80, and the average lifespan is like 78.
Yeah, I'm doing really well. It's because of the amount of fluids I take.
Okay. Why do you have a permanent 1,000-yard stare?
I'm just not intimidated by people. I'm happy to give good eye contact. And
That's not
people,
exactly what a 1,000-yard stare is. It's
No.
like you look like you've been severely traumatized.
Yeah, but
and
I'm
you're-
not
it's-
intimidated
You look
to
like
look
you
at
have
someone.
no brain or soul behind your face.
That's just your opinion. A lot of people would disagree with you.
No, I actually saw that comment online as well. I was
For
like,
sure,
am I
I'm
the
not
o-
saying that's only your opinion, but other people, there's also when you're looking online, you're only choosing to highlight the negative
That's not
comments.
true at all. Do you
You
think
are.
there's positive comments about you online?
Yes.
And you think that's the majority?
No, but in person.
So why would I
completely
highlight the
different.
negatives? You would have to highlight the positives in bad faith.
But if you're going to sit there and highlight the negatives and say there's no positives, and then you just correct it yourself and say, okay, there is positives, it's just not
There
the
are
majority.
meaningless positives, as I've said, from actually
Well, if
insane,
they're
schizophrenic,
meaningless,
parasocial humans.
meaningless positives, they're also meaningless negatives.
That's correct. But there's also meaningful negatives and no meaningful positives.
That's your opinion.
That's true. That is
But
my
I also
opinion.
have better things to be doing than sitting at home reading hate comments from women that can't be asked to give their husbands a
Yeah,
I prefer to
I don't
be-
know why you. It seems like every time somebody says something you don't like, you assume that they're in failing relationships or they're old. Or it seems like you really do take it personally, despite you trying to sit here with a stern face, pretending that it doesn't hurt your feelings.
If I don't answer your questions, I'm not giving enough information. And if I do give you information, suddenly I'm trying to be argumentative.
Yeah,
So
but you're
just
not
make
giving
up
me
your mind.
information. You're just making a random
A lot of these
assumption
times-
that anybody who doesn't like you is an older woman in a failing marriage.
I am, because sometimes when I see these comments, I will click on their profile, and their profile pictures of a fat woman that clearly
But you
doesn't
just
have a
said you
nice
didn't
life.
read hate comments, so you just contradicted yourself. 'Cause
I don't
you're a
sit
liar.
and read them all the time, but yes, I have looked at them.
And when you look at your comments, you see positive ones?
Yes.
What do they say? I'm not talking about the messages you get personally.
It's about how beautiful my life are, that I am a nice person, that they enjoy seeing what I get up to.
Right.
There's honestly a lot of positive comments.
What do you think the percentage is there between negative and positive?
In the comments, yeah, majority hate. So it depends what account you're looking at. If you're looking at my, say, Day in the Life TikTok account, I'd say 90%.
Is that on your official profile?
Yeah,
Where you're able to decide what comments are available to be seen?
no. It's
No?
90% nothing but love and positive comments.
Yeah, you control the comments on your
I
profile.
don't control the comments on it.
You don't?
No.
Not
any
only can you
comments-
delete the comments, you can actually section out which comments are allowed just by words.
For sure, but I don't do that. And if I was really bothered about getting hate comments, would I continue to piss so many people off, which encourages hate comments?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't. If I was so concerned...
You would, because you're an imbecile. That's
Okay.
not how that works. I mean, there's other benefits and minuses. By pissing people off, you're giving yourself exposure, right?
For sure. So then why would I sit there and filter out the hate comments? The more
Because-
hate comments I get, the more interactions I get. The more interactions I get, the more views I get.
Because
the
you're
more
not
money.
as stoic as you're making it out. You want the publicity, but you're also offended by the hate comments.
I'm not offended. I've always used hate comments to come up with my new events, come up with new ideas. I use them to continue sleeping with husbands.
That's horribly disgusting. Let's move on. Are you embarrassed when you get recognized in public?
No.
No? I mean, are you proud?
I just find it crazy sometimes. I forget how big I've become so quickly. So
You're not that big. If I was allowed legally and I was able to punch you, you would probably fall down. And I'm not particularly strong.
no. Okay. Not big in that sense, but big as in I have a big following and I get recognized a lot.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, are you embarrassed? Well, you said no.
As
Are
I've
you
just
proud?
said, no, I'm not embarrassed.
Are you proud?
At times, yes. I'm never ashamed, but I wouldn't always say proud is the first feeling that pops to mind. I'm more just grateful and I really appreciate the people that come up to me.
And are these people usually like losing their hair? They're extremely fat. They have like back issues. They smell like shit.
No, it's always a mixture of people. It's probably 70% women.
70% women.
Yeah.
What are they coming
30%
up to
men.
you and doing? Trying to slap you?
No, come and get a photo, say hi, give me compliments.
I mean, do you know that these women particularly know who you are? They're just giving you a compliment because they kind,
They know
as
who
a
I am.
person who I like to consider myself generally nice, when I see like a fool, an idiot, I will say that they're smart to make them feel better about themselves. So maybe some people will tell you that you look young and that your skin
Yeah.
is clear because you look 70.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, that's not the case. They do know who I am and they're really polite and respectful. Oh, you just having me on this is not only trying to promote yourself, it also promotes me doing work. So
I don't
for
think
all
this
the men
promotes
that
you-
have watched this and go and watch. Thank you,
Unfortunately, I think
boys.
there will be some people who do that, but I think this also promotes me publicly shaming in person somebody like you.
For sure, but it's more embarrassing that you need me for views and to be more recognized in the UK. But that's okay.
So you think I'm doing this to be more recognized in the UK and not because I have on essentially any guest?
It's because I am very good for views and clicks, and it's like most people. A lot of people
But
like
that
yourself,
doesn't mean anything. That's just suggesting that you're a well-performing podcast guest.
For
Am I
sure.
supposed to have on guests who perform bad?
No, but you're using me just as if like it's not beneficial to yourself, and it very much
It is beneficial to myself. It's also beneficial for society because it's like, in a way, going back to when the world was a little better, maybe 1,000 years ago, where, I mean, I wish I could throw stones at you, but that's not allowed. So all I have to do is, and I am, I'm not the bravest, so that's why I have this guy here holding
Yeah.
you away. He's a little
See,
scared.
the
of you.
difference is that you wish things like to be able to throw stones on people. I don't.
On
I
you,
don't.
not just on people.
Okay, on me, but I wouldn't wish that. I would just wish,
Because I didn't do anything wrong.
and neither have I.
Do you think I...
Consensual is the complete opposite of doing something wrong.
Yeah, I didn't accuse you of anybody. So I'm suggesting that work is bad in the first place.
I think
And
it's...
you're the epitome of the worst version of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a compliment because I love work, but work isn't all bad. A lot of people watch, a lot of people are educated through, and everyone has. So if it's being videoed, it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's okay.
This is sort of similar to what I just said.
Yeah.
Should you have to walk the street being shamed while rotten food, mud, filth, excrement, blood, and stones are thrown at you?
Oh, I would love to walk the street naked whilst getting like...
Yeah, I purposely left that part out of it. I didn't say the naked part. That was sort of the one I left out.
Yeah, but I would like to walk down the street
wasn't the question.
naked. So no, if it's rotten fruit, probably not. If it was then 100%.
But that wasn't part of it. I'm talking about like shit and stones.
Yeah, I've said no if that was that.
Should you have to do that for what you've done, your sins?
No, what sins?
You obviously know what I think your sins are, so what's the point of asking that?
Okay, well, don't mention the question then.
What do you mean?
You keep,
don't mention
you keep
what?
asking questions which you know the answer to. Of
I
course,
know
I'm
your
not going
opinion
to.
on it. This is an interview for people to get to know you and me, right?
For sure.
So
but
just
then
because
every
I
time
know what you're
answer-
going to tell me doesn't mean I'm not going to ask you. Obviously, I know that you're pro work, right?
Yes.
I'm sure the audience has gathered that at this point too, but that doesn't, again, say anything about the interview. Most people already know where people stand before they do hour-long interviews.
Okay.
Was that a good point? You didn't respond to that, like you said earlier about me.
I don't need to respond to everything.
You don't need to respond to what?
Everything.
Okay, just the things. Okay, whatever. Were you literally sent here by the devil to make the world a worse place?
Yes. The devil sent me here to
You know, I'm gonna just bleep all of that out, right?
If you're just going to bleep everything I say out, it's going to be very boring for you.
I'm gonna bleep all of the disgusting stuff.
That's fine. Well, don't get a worker on your podcast then if you're just going to bleep out all
No, because I want to shame them, but I don't want to let them promote
Oh, so
it.
you're allowed to have your opinion and say your facts, but then if I'm going to speak, you're just going to bleep it out.
You're right. That's exactly how it works on my show.
No problem.
Is that you not like that?
No, it's completely up to you with how you run your podcast.
So then why did you just suggest that there was something wrong with that and then say that there's nothing
Well,
wrong
because
with
then
it?
when we get the footage, I'll just clip it and show what really happened.
You're going to... yeah, but I'm not going to cut anything out. I'm just going to bleep you saying the disgusting stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. And when I post it, I won't have bleeped those words.
Yeah, but everybody knows what you're saying anyways.
So why can't I just say it?
Because I think that you get pleasure from doing that, and I don't want to let you have that pleasure.
Of course,
I think it's
'cause who
also
wants to
just...
have-
I didn't hear what you just said. Say that again. I again didn't hear what you said because of my blocking screen here. Do you want to repeat yourself?
No, that's fine. I'm sure the listeners can hear.
Well, I'm going to just bleep it anyways. Assuming you made $100,000 sleeping with 1,000 men, wouldn't you just be a for $100 per person?
No, because I like to give back, which is why I did it for free.
Okay, I'm not saying that the people who were part of the video paid you. I'm saying the money you made online, in sort of an abstract way, you're essentially just a for like $100 a person.
Yeah, for sure. Like I am a...
Your going rate is actually like probably very low.
It's so cheap. I know. I'm genuinely the cheapest worker there is. It's free. Just turn up. You can, follow me on social media, turn up, and it's completely free. I'll provide you with food, drinks. It's better than going to a homeless shelter, to be honest with you. No, like...
Is that usually the people showing up at your events, so like homeless people?
No, I've not had any homeless yet.
So why are you saying it's better than a homeless shelter? Who do you
'Cause the
think
homeless
homeless shelters
shelter-
appeal to?
Well, I just mean it's a very good accommodating place. You turn up for free, you get food, drink. It's a warm place to be.
Can you be extradited to the ocean?
Probably not, no.
Why?
Because I'm not a mermaid.
I didn't claim you were a mermaid.
No, but that's why I can't be in the ocean all the time. I'd love to be. I'd love to be swimming with the fish all the time.
I'm not suggesting this is a thing that's good for you. I'm suggesting this is a thing that's good for the UK.
I mean, that's about how most people get in the UK is through the ocean. But for me,
I'm not suggesting they give you a boat either.
No, that's fine. I enjoy it. I'm a good swimmer, but I don't think I could do all the time in the sea.
Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of what I'm aiming for. You would drown.
Yeah, but I don't wish anything bad on myself. So
Obviously.
no, I'm not going to go and put myself in the ocean.
I'm not asking if you'll extradite yourself. I'm asking if the government can do that. Unfortunately, they're very liberal here, so probably not.
Yeah, probably not, but who knows?
Are you a liberal?
I don't really know what that means.
You don't know what... Yes, you do. You're now just grifting or lying.
I actually don't know what it means.
You don't know what being a liberal means?
No. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know much about politics, and I probably should, but...
Oh, so clearly you do sort of know what a liberal means because you said it has to do with politics.
Yeah, I know the word falls in the politics section, but
What
I
do you
don't...
think liberal means, if you had to take a guess?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Do you think that means being more like how you think about stuff or me?
I don't know. If you tell me the definition, then I can tell you who sits under what.
You are truly an imbecile. You are like knowledgeless on what?
Yeah.
Just about everything?
I honestly don't know much about things, but I know how to give a good I know how to pleasure people, and I know how to get myself
You're
out there.
grossing out my buddy here. He just backed up from you.
That's okay. I can back up on you if you want.
Is there literally anything in the world you're not willing to do for money?
At the moment, I've never done it.
I'm not.
Factual.
I didn't just mean stuff again.
No, but that's it. At the moment, that's the first thing that comes to mind. At the moment.
So if I give you like 10p, can I punch you in the head?
No.
Okay, so then clearly there's more stuff.
Yeah, but the main thing at the moment I wouldn't do.
But you already
is,
clarified it. You don't have to say it again. I'm asking generally. How much do I have to pay you to punch you in the head?
Oh, to punch me in the head, maybe 1 million.
$1 million?
That's actually quite low. But yeah, I feel like if you had like $1 million in the table, and everyone always says, oh, I wouldn't do that. But if the money was in front of you, you'd probably do more than what you think. So yeah, if you had $1 million on the table now, I'd let you punch me in my head.
Why such a high number?
I don't think $1 million's that high.
Yeah, well, it is to most people. I mean, what's the average wage here? Like 40,000 pounds a year?
I think it's actually a bit lower. I'm not sure. I've not like worked or had a job for
That's
quite a
what I'm
while.
saying. You're saying $1 million isn't a lot. That's like, what, around 25 years of work here?
Okay, well, don't punch me in my head then.
Well, I want to. I'm trying to.
Okay, well, get $1 million then.
Unfortunately, I don't have £1 million.
Cool, well, keep your fist down then.
That's unfortunate. Fuck. Should people kill their grandmother so they can inherit the money quicker?
No, that's not very nice.
Why?
And I can't imagine that's very consensual either. I know some people obviously have got grandparents that are really rich and they just want their money, but go and earn your money elsewhere. And if you're reliant on that money, you're clearly not clever enough to earn your own money. So you're probably going to
That's
burn
not
through.
necessarily true. Somebody could be making £1 million a year, but their grandmother could have £1 billion.
For sure. But if you've already got $1 million and if you're clever enough, you can earn a lot more money from that. So you don't need to go and kill your grandparents to earn more money.
You're suggesting that somebody with £1 million can easily become a billionaire?
Not easily, no, but you can make more money, is what I said.
Yeah, but it would be tough if your grandmother had £1 billion. I mean, like, for
If
example,
you've got $1 million and you
I know
can
you
earn,
don't have any children,
Yeah.
but you're like 80, and if I was your kid, I would probably want to kill you to inherit your money.
Okay.
So can I punch you?
As I've said, with your or yeah, but you seem to really struggle with the idea of listening and consent.
Yeah, well, I clearly understand it, which is why I haven't punched you, because I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
In Florida, there are these invasive lizards, and you can get paid to kill them. Did you know about this?
I didn't know.
Have you ever been to Florida?
When I was young, yeah, I did Disney World.
You did Disney World? What does
Yeah,
that
like I
mean?
went to Disney World.
Did you see those lizards, the big green ones?
No, I saw like the little ones, but I don't think they're the ones you're referring to.
No, it's not. Are you planning on going to Florida anytime soon?
Maybe next year. I really enjoy water parks, and they've got some good water parks there.
And are you going to kill lizards for money?
No,
Why not?
because I wouldn't enjoy that.
Why not?
Because it's not something like I really love animals, and
Yeah, but those animals are now causing the deaths of other animals. They're invasive.
for me, I don't want to kill them. So the answer's no.
But you're now indirectly causing the deaths of actual animals that are supposed to be there by not killing them.
Well, that's nature.
It's not nature, they're invasive.
Yeah, but things and animals get killed all the time, unfortunately. If I was there to, pick up, say, a rabbit from not getting eaten by this lizard, I would. But am I going to go and kill the lizard? No.
You mentioned you had pets in one of your extremely interesting hobbies. What type of
Yes.
pets do you have?
I have a dog, Pomeranian called Marlowe, and 2 cats called Nala and Hunter.
Okay, and feels like a weird question to ask, but are you doing like weird things with these animals?
No, of course not.
Why, of course not. Do you think there's anybody who that'd be less of an obvious answer from?
Yeah, I
Who
love
would
my
be-
pets.
Less obvious to say, of course not.
I don't know, some sort of psychopath, a murderer that was probably...
A murderer? I mean, you are like a psychopath, maybe a sociopath. Again, you don't have a soul, just looking at your eyes.
I do have a soul, but no, I adore my pets and do nothing but look after them and shelter them with love.
Right. You said you have a soul, so are you like religious or something?
No, I'm not religious, but I'm definitely not soulless.
So you believe in souls and you think that your soul is on the same level even as a homeless.
Well, I'm a homeless...
I'm saying you're lower than that.
I'm not. It's... The thing I do is consensual and enjoyable, and I've always said...
I don't think consent really matters to me here. I think, as I said, it's
No,
worse.
it does, because that's the difference from a or someone who
I'm
has
not claiming
sex.
you're I'm claiming you're worse than a.
I'm not, because a doesn't use consent, and anyone that doesn't use consent in
But
whether
what you
that's
did to
just
me is worse than going over the line of getting a consent.
well, for me,
Morals, ethics, and good and bad things are decided by
no,
what the law
morals
is.
are very different, and there's never a blurred line between consent. But morals, everyone's got different morals. Like, I think it's okay to you don't. That's because we have different morals. No
I
matter
just think
what.
you're a disgusting person.
That's fine. You've said that multiple times.
I know, but I also didn't. Yeah, but I didn't say that it wasn't okay. I just suggested that that might make you a nonce.
Yeah, and it doesn't. See, the thing, you're talking very opinionated based. Everything I'm saying is factual.
What's factual about what you're saying?
That consent is the main part in this and that they are consenting.
You think it's factual to suggest that consent is a bigger deal than what you do? You know, that would just be an opinion as well.
What I do is consensual, so it's the same thing.
Again, I'm
So
not
it's-
saying that you're not getting consent from people. I'm suggesting what you're doing is worse.
It's not worse. If you think
According to
not
you, that's not factual.
no, but consent, if you break consent, you're going to jail. Or you're going to get in
But
trouble
we
with the
just
law.
established that jail doesn't decide morals and ethics, obviously.
Morals and ethics are different to consent.
Morals and ethics is what determines if somebody is a good or bad person, though.
Yeah, but you can say I'm a bad person. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, but what do you think I'm arguing with you about the law?
You're just trying to say consent isn't important.
Nope, I'm saying that it is important. And the fact that you've crossed the boundary and done something worse is unbelievable. I mean, I almost
Consent
want to say
isn't
congratulations. You might be the worst person I've ever met in my life.
That's fine. Consent isn't on a grade. Consent is yes or no. There's no in between.
Do you think I'm disagreeing with that? I mean, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Nope, I said what you're doing is worse than somebody not listening to someone saying yes or no.
Okay, that's fine. You can sit and tell me I'm disgusting and I'm vile.
I have.
I know.
Thank you. Well, we're going to have to end here because contrary to what you suggested, I'm not just in the UK to film with you. I also have to film with Longneck and a couple others. But more importantly, Longneck, who is a little
Yeah.
bit weird, but you've truly topped Longneck in disgusting filth.
Okay, cool.
Well, that will be all. I appreciate the fact that this podcast happened. I don't really appreciate you doing it because I feel like that would make me thankful for anything you've done, which I'm not, because you're not doing this to help me or to help the world. You're doing it to help
I'm just
yourself.
doing this so I can continue.
But that's all bleep. Nobody heard what you just said.
Yeah, well, I don't need to bleep it when I post it.
But your fans already know what you're saying, right?
Yeah, but I still post multiple content to say, hey, boys. Each day I'm reaching new people. I'm getting new subscribers. So yes, you might have heard me say it previously, but it's just a reminder. Yes, I am still a yes, I will still sleep with anybody.
Okay, well, that's it. Please, this isn't my house, but please leave this place immediately. Unfortunately, use the bathroom, so I'm not sure how I'm going to use the bathroom. Certainly won't be going in there for the rest of the time that I'll be staying in the UK. I guess that's it. I have to film with Longneck now.
Oh, well, I hope you enjoy your time in the UK.
I hope horrible things happen to you for the rest of your life.